Hi everyone. So welcome today again to my Flap to Fab series. My name is Kat Kee. I'm a naturopath and nutritionist, a herbalist, functional medicine specialist. I run my own clinical practice in Singapore. I'm a keynote speaker and I run a lot of my own health and wellness online business as well. So for those of you, today is actually I'm going to talk about today's episode 4, and I'm going to talk about 15 ways to reduce your calorie intake, or rather your carb intake. Last week I talked about the last episode I talked about actually the calorie input versus output, and today will be about 15 tips of reducing your carb intake. Okay, and let's just get right into it. So the first one is eliminate sugar. Sugar, all forms of sugar, from desserts, candies to sweetened drinks, and go for low glycemic index fruits as well, but no sugar. And when you look at anything, when even in label when they say no added sugar, there is sugar. So sugar is actually linked to a risk in insulin resistance, and diabetes has hit the roof. So basically you don't want to take any soda drinks, because any 350 ml can of sugar actually contains 38 grams of carbs, and carbs are the culprit to putting on weight in the belly area. Okay, obesity, which is a big problem. So you want to remove that. Number 2, cut back on the breads. Guys, you don't want the breads because it's high in carbs, it is low in fiber, and white bread is even worse. Now, the thing is that whole grain bread may contain vitamins and minerals, and there are many foods that provide the same nutrients with still lower carbs. So you could switch to vegetables, nuts and seeds, quinoa based grains. Okay, so try and avoid all the breads. The third tip, what you want to do is stop drinking fruit juice. A lot of people think that, oh, I eat fruits and it's actually healthy, but when you do fruit juice, you actually have higher level of sugar because you have to squeeze so much to get that juice. So it's actually higher glycemic index. So unlike the whole fruit, which has fiber, it will delay the absorption of the glucose in your bloodstream. You want to go with fruits and not the fruit juice. Okay, so cut out the fruit juice to remove the carbs. And the fourth tip that we are talking now, before that I want to talk about fruit juice a bit, is that it's even like it's no better than sugar sweetened beverages, the fruit juice, because even if it is 100% fruit juice, it still has a lot of sugar. So for example, a 354 ml of 100% apple juice is 48 grams of carbs, and that is most of which what sugar is. So you don't want to do that, just do fruits. The third one is choose low carb snacks. So these carbs as snacks can add up, like potato chips or brown rice chips. All these pretzels and crackers, they actually are not filling, and they fill up your carbs, and it creates a big problem with weight gain. So basically you want a low carb snack, things like protein snacks or healthy snacks that contains less than 5 grams of digestible carbs, and 28 grams of carb serving also have the same protein. Now, so for example, you can take almonds or Brazil nuts or walnuts, or even a low fat cheese. That's really, really good snacks. Okay, so the other thing is that you want to eat very good heavy breakfast and put a bit of like low carb breakfast, so you can have 4 or 5 egg white protein. Don't take the yolk. Egg white protein, you can put in spinach, broccoli, zucchini, and stir fry that omelette, and that becomes veggie rich with egg white omelette, which is really great for your food. So each egg contains less than 1 gram of carbs. Okay, and so even the carb, I mean, if you're having things like muesli and granola and all that, it actually is quite high in carbs as well. So you want to be mindful about your carbs and eat more egg-based proteins. Now now you really want to cut out all sugars and sweeteners, like I mentioned. And if you want some sweets, if you really need to put any sugar, then you could use things like stevia, erythritol, or xylitol. These are the ones, okay, that you can use. The seventh tip is ask for veggies. So instead, when you're going out to eat, replace your carbs like potatoes or sweet potatoes or breads with vegetables. Just replace that with vegetables, and the vegetables will keep you full. They are low dense, they are low carb, vegetables, and they are actually very dense, so it keeps you full. The other thing is that substitute low carb flours for wheat flours. Things like you can use almond flour, you can use maybe quinoa flour or coconut flour. This is really good flours, better to replace. The 9th tip is that don't take milk, but you could use almond milk or coconut milk, and this is really good milks. They're also rich in protein, keeps you fuller, and they're low in carbs. So every 240 mils of milk is actually 12 to 13 grams of carbs. Did you know that? But if you drink, so really you want to substitute it with almond milk or rice milk or coconut milk, okay, and even hemp milk. They do have a lot of minerals and vitamins in it, which is really much more beneficial to us. The 10th one is that emphasize on non-starchy vegetables, which is what I talked about. So broccolis, cauliflowers, kale, the dark green leafy vegetables, spinach, all these vegetables will keep you full, and it's not high in carbs. Next one is choose dairy that is low in carbs. For example, you don't want, some dairy foods are really bad choices. For example, the full flavored yogurt or the frozen yogurt, which has a lot of added sugar in it with fruits. So what you want is Greek yogurt is good, cheese is good, that are low in carbs. So cheese like brie, mozzarella, cheddar, or plain Greek yogurt is only 4 grams of carbs. And so ricotta cheese, cottage cheese, these are good cheeses to have. The 12th tip is eat healthy, high protein food. So we're talking about lean protein, vegetarian protein, and that will really increase and maintain your metabolic rate. Have protein snacks or meals every 2-3 hours, small ones. And the 13th one is prepare your foods with healthy fats. We do need good fats, things like avocado, like virgin coconut oil is one of the best oils that I really vouch for. It has medium chain triglycerides, and we don't get that enough, and it actually keeps you full. You can drink it neat, 2 to 3 tablespoons per day, or you can use it in your cooking. It has got a very high melting point, so that's a really good oil to add on. And the 14th tip that we are talking about is start reading food labels, please. Because when it says no added sugar, it doesn't really mean there's no added sugar. So read through the labels and make sure that there's nothing there. And the less preservatives, the less the chemicals, the better. And the 5th one is that, you can also count your carbs with a nutrition tracker. Get one of those apps down so you can calculate and know how much carbs you're taking. So take action in your life right now. Really, you deserve to be healthy, because really once you get those health problems, it's very hard. I see patients all the time, and they fall sick and they have diabetes or blood pressure, and they're on drugs and metformins, and after that it's much harder task to get them on a healthier plane. And I know it because I've healed myself from a lot of health issues, which is why I'm passionate about this. So please guys, look at your carbs. Try and cut down 100 calories every day, and eat and substitute these things that I talked about with the 15 tips, and then have low carb meals, okay, in the day. You can have some carbs, but have it low and keep them to a minimum. All right, and the other thing is, of course, don't forget with the calorie, this is the calorie input, the output would be to forget to exercise, depending on your state of health, okay? So that's it for today. We talked about carbs and 15 tips on how to reduce your carbs in your daily meals, and I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions, drop me a note. Take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.